check.
Is Favor here, by the way?
We have two favors. The one that's sent is a guy. The one that we have here is a she. So we're just waiting for the other favor to come in. I think yeah, he sent a file. Cause
Well, at least, yeah. Favor, if you could put a screenshot instead. Yeah. So,
okay, so Onigmo already has his resume reviewed. So the person or the people that are going to be up for review for today are Sabo. Let me just link it here to make it easier for us. We have Ezzy as well. And then we have Balchino. Okay, let's check. I think that's pretty much it. So we have three people right now up for checking. I sent it over at the resume review. Any you can go ahead and check that as well.
okay, and you're all here, right?
Yep, those
I'm
are the
focusing
people
on the
that are
channel,
here.
sorry.
Yes. Yeah. I'm checking right
Okay,
now. All of them are here.
sure. Let's start with the quote, of course. Never, never, never give up. That's from Winston Churchill. So that means never give up on your dreams and always upskill yourself. Never give up on learning more. You can never stop learning.
Yep.
That's the point. Right. Okay, so let's see.
That's a good quote. Never stop learning.
So
I like that. So yeah, we can start with
mm,
Sabo. I'll open it here. I'll share my screen so that everybody could see. There you go.
hello Sabo, how are you? Well, you on first, glance of your resume, we don't see your experience.
No, he
It's
doesn't have
missing,
any
conspicuous
doesn't have
missing.
any experiences yet. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, is that I mean, oh, so he's just come up from
This is a resume
university or high
sharing.
school.
Yes, this is a resume sharing his skills.
Yeah. Okay, well, do you have Web 2 skills at least, Sabo,
I think it's in tech
But
stack.
at least one
Yeah.
thing you can. Sorry?
I think it is placed on tech stack as well. His technical skills. Web 2. This is Web 2. This is a Web 2 resume.
Oh, right. I mean, if you can add more skill, experience, what were you doing uh, internship, uh, apprenticeship? Have you done any of those, Sabo? And also the language. You might want to put English of native, or are you Tagalog native? How experienced are you in these languages? So add a bit more of to your resume. At least compare with the ones we've reviewed on the channel to help you out. On the specific skills, you don't have to put familiarity with Google Suite. Just put Google Suite and remove the familiarity with. Unless it's not the best skill you have, maybe you can put that up on the bottom. But you can fill it up more, I believe. You know, I mean, you have bachelor's of science. That's nice. So
No,
you're still
he's not yet
in.
finished yet with it. A bachelor degree here in the Philippines is like 4 years.
from high school he went straight to university. He didn't,
Oh yeah, like our education here after high school, you go directly um to like college,
uni.
or that's where I had before the K-12 with the thing going on. But I think he's done with what's this again? He's done with secondary and senior high school, so he went straight to a uni.
Hmm. What do you think, Mark? Since
Well, coming in
you have
from
more
a
or less the
same
same trajectory.
yeah, like coming in from a
Yeah.
same education background. I took information technology before I actually finished it. Um, I was an aspiring front end developer back then, so we have a similar thing going on here, Sabo. So what I did after that is I
Mm.
added on below education, I added certifications like from the courses that I've took, from the webinars I've attended, because I attended webinars, seminars, or anything that is related to front end. I attended those. There are free courses as well on the internet. If you need access from it, let me know. I have a site, I know a site wherein you can definitely get these courses out for front end, back end, and full stack. But yeah, sorry for the background. My daughter's crying. But adding
That's okay.
education and then certification will do. And then language, I think that's okay. That could be something at the left side, on the darker side. You can put language there. Skill set, you need to be technical with the skills here. Familiarity, not that quite. Any is correct. You just need to put Google Suite here. If you're certified with Google Suite or you're certified with like Microsoft, you can put it there as well. Time management and problem solving. If you want, you can add soft skills and technical skills. Soft skills are like time management, problem solving, and then after that is like basically any soft skills are the things that you have, while technical skills are something that you can learn from, right? So technical skills, instead of tech stacks, you can change that to technical skills. You can put Google Suite there, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Um, these are the basics things. Instead of like I want you to change the skills and tech stack, change it to soft skills and technical skills, right? And then soft skills are like time management, problem solving. You can add at least two more to make it like four or six. Tech stacks, I think you could add more to it as well. Um, as a front end developer, you also need to learn how to do graphics as well. Like, you need to create banners, parallaxes, things that you can add up to your skills as a front end developer. So I do suggest going on through graphics, even like the most basic parts like Canva can be another technical skill that you can add here. And then that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. What about contacts? I mean, so he, the fact that his resume is here, that means he wants to get into Web3.
Yeah, I
So
think
you might
social,
want to put
right?
Twitter or yeah, the contacts. Yeah. So you should add at least the stores that you're most active in, right? If it's not linked, if you should be LinkedIn. But if it's not, if you're not active on LinkedIn, don't put it. If you're not active on Twitter, don't put that. At least Discord, uh, a social media that you're active in. So more the merrier. Maybe a Medium. You think, Mark? A Medium link? I don't know.
Yeah, like a link to your
If you
website resume
if
to like basically show off your front end
mm,
skills, right? Because
oh,
people that
oh yeah.
are hiring in Web3, they want to see your website portfolio if you're a developer. Whether you're a blockchain developer or a back end
Yes.
developer or a front end developer, you need to showcase your skills. Like, hey, here's my link.
Yeah,
Like,
especially if you're on GitHub, get a GitHub account for, a GitHub profile. That's impressive. I see. The recruiters will like that with guys who do computer science and all that. So get a GitHub profile and put that on your contacts. Your profile can be added, like add a bit more, hmm, make it to stand out a bit more, like examples that Wanderlust gave. What do you think, Mark? Right?
yeah, like even though if you don't have any work experience, you can use those time. Like when you're studying, you can actually create a website for yourself. There are a lot of ways, easier ways for now to host like a website, and then you can just pay like 50 peso a month for that one. That's like $1 a month for like hosting. This is just showcasing your portfolio. You can add different effects for like front end wise, like parallax, different buttons, JavaScript animations. Those can help out improve like, hey, I want to hire Sabo because I like his portfolio. I like what he's showing to me. So you don't really need like, experiences here. Yes, experiences do help. However,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, I mean the profile section, like the summary. He should add on that a bit, right?
yeah, I think yeah, you need to add more. Like at least one more
Yeah,
sentence will
but,
do, right?
yeah, I'm not sure with the last sentence. I'm looking forward for my first work experience. Maybe that's something you say in an interview or in your cover letter. I'm not sure even in a cover letter, but not in your resume. You know. Hmm.
Yeah. Just a brief overview of what you are as a person. You don't need to tell them like, hey, I'm looking for my first work experience, because some hiring managers would look at that like, oh, that's some most of it, not really most of it, but some of it is a turn off. Like, do I need to train this person first, right?
Hmm.
So you can tell them honestly. But on the interview itself, let's say I am looking forward for my first work experience here with this company, with the skill sets that I've learned from my college and at the same time me studying by myself, I could be an asset to your company. So that could be a good way for you to bring that up, right? Especially here in the Philippines where like
Mm-hmm.
people discriminate, like, hey, you need this experience for your work experience. It doesn't make any sense here. Like you're looking for your first job, but the hiring managers are looking like 3 years experience for like an underpaid work. So it doesn't make sense here. So it's best for you to really showcase what you have with this one.
Okay.
I'm doing front end too,
Oh
if you
yes.
want. If you want
Uh,
to learn more about like front
um,
end, could help you out with that, let me know. You can just send me a message as well.
yeah. One thing you've really missed out again is the title. What's your title, Sabo? We don't. I can't see it. That you've not put it. We can't assume that from your education. You know.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
you
call,
need to
right?
put a title here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. Yeah, like you're telling here on your profile that hey, you want to be a front end developer. So, but it's not under your name on Sabo. So, any is really correct here.
Well, at least there are no spelling errors, so that's good.
That's really
You
good.
guys
Yeah.
need to work on that.
Definitely good work
I
when
think
it
that's
comes
it.
to, yeah, good
So,
work on grammar here. Just a little bit more content like what you
mm,
said, right? I sent
yeah.
you I sent a message over at the builder chat. to where it gives you like the things that you need to work on. Like on the left side, I said like profile, language, socials, GitHub, and on the right side, education, certification, soft skills, and technical skills. So I think with those two, it's really good. Yep. Anything else? Any before we proceed with the other person?
Uh, no, actually, nope. Of course, if he feels he needs to try a different templates, that's okay too. But at least one thing on your priority list is a GitHub. I'm sure that one would do you some good. Even if you don't have, well, of course you don't have any experience, but your contributions on tech, that should be a plus for you.
Yeah.
Put that as a priority.
A GitHub and a CodePen.
Uh,
I do suggest using CodePen because CodePen is for like a GitHub for front end users. Like, hey, I'll send you the link here. CodePen. It's like this is my
so
go-to place
that's a
to.
different kind of.
This is similar to GitHub. GitHub is more on like back end side, but CodePen is more on like front end side, like getting the creativity of the person, of the front end developer. So you can get ideas here. You can even copy and paste
Okay.
codes here from like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, put it there. Yeah, that's one way to improve here. You can
I've learned.
showcase,
I've,
you can, yeah, you
I've
can
learned something
create codes
new.
here, share that to CodePen, and then you can just include your CodePen on here over at socials. But yeah, anything else
I've
before
learned
we
something
proceed?
new. Thank you. Nope.
Hope all good. I hope Sabo those are helpful tips and tricks. Once again, we're just giving advice. We're not telling you to do exactly what are the things that we decided, but it's up to you. Okay, we're just here to give you feedback, help make sure that you have an awesome resume for your work. So next
Of
is
course, there are strong suggestions.
there is a little bit stronger
Mm.
suggestions compared to others, but yeah, it is what it is. Um,
The, yeah. Ezekiel. Huh?
so we're moving on to Ezekiel. Ezekiel Yumono.
So Sabo, you can see. Mhm. Sabo, you can compare yours to his. He has his title right there. He has his GitHub. He has his LinkedIn, right? So you want to do that. I like that you've linked them. I hope the links work, Ezekiel. Someone can click on that and go straight to your LinkedIn. So I hope that is good. But an overview, not too bad. I like the even out bullets. They're filled in very well.
That's good. Yeah. He said it's working, so that's good.
Okay. Phone number, I'm not sure about the phone number. Maybe,
I mean, he's
I don't know. Just
adding
remove
his
your.
name. Yeah, true.
Mhm.
You just remove that. If this is for Web3, just remove your number, right?
And he puts a few numbers on his experiences. You guys, look at this one. Project experience, just off the bat, 30%, 20%. He started with verbs, strong verbs, increased, improved. The other work experiences, enhanced, minimized. Hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
But you want to start with strong verbs and add numbers, metrics. That was good, Ezekiel. That's good. Uh, you've not put the dates on your project experience, or is it? Well, even if it's present, you want to put a date on that when you started. When you started, if it's still present, when it ended. The same way you put work experience, the time, even the remote. You put cities and put your country or remote. Put that on your project experience, unless Has he said anything about why he did not do that? Or why haven't done that, Ezekiel? But at least, you know,
Yeah.
that's something I would want to check. Okay. I mean, languages, JavaScript. Because my thing, or maybe Mark, is it just okay to put programming, maybe add programming languages? Because my first impression of languages would be, right, would be,
Yeah, like separate the two, right?
English and all
Yeah.
this stuff. Mm.
Like the
So
languages
put
are common
programming
there. Yeah,
languages.
exactly. Programming languages. And since you are a front end developer, focus on front end stuff. Most of the time, front end developers doesn't really need to require to tackle in databases like MySQL or MongoDB. You don't really need to add that there, but it's a good addition if you are a full stack developer where in both front end and back end you do the work. But for front end, I'd suggest adding more to it as well. Frameworks, these are these are okay. The only thing that I have for frameworks are most of them are limiting. So yeah, that's still a good addition for a CSS framework here. But yeah, like Annie said, make sure that languages is like different things. Um, Focus on the programming language, put the language on the other part as well. And then time zone as well, right? Like when are you available on a daily basis?
Mm. Yes, absolutely. You can put that next to maybe your LinkedIn right there. Add an addition, to replace your number to your time zone.
Yeah,
No,
that's good. Yeah.
no, no, when you're available. Yeah. Okay.
What I do
Uh, hmm.
noticed on the project experiences versus the work experience, I like how you laid out project experiences wherein you gave actual numbers like 30%, 20%, that's really good. However, when we're going down to work experiences, it says here increase the number of new users, but how much, right? Improve the code based evaluation,
Yeah.
thousands of lines, like how much percentage, how much line did you deduct, or statistics wise, you need to at least to add one statistic. Like when you're writing these work experiences, you need to have one explaining the things that you do as a front end developer on that particular company, and then the other second one is statistics, like you improve the code base and increase the numbers of users by like say 50%. You need to put numbers on there as well.
On the freelance web developer, that you're starting this last bullet with consistently. Well, you don't have to put consistent. You don't have to add that. Maybe and client referrals. How many clients? Right. You start with a verb, not really an adjective there. Is it an adverb or whatever? But so how many client referrals did you earn? You know, put that in numbers.
Yeah, like handled 50
You know,
clients on the
yeah.
duration of me being a freelancer, work with several companies such as, let's say, this company, that company, unless you signed an NDA, which is, but if you didn't really sign an NDA, you can freely put the list of companies there on the client part of you being a freelance web developer.
You might want to explain what an NDA is for anyone who doesn't quite
Oh
understand
yeah,
it.
yeah, thank you so much. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. It basically tells you like don't share these things to everyone. It's just only the two of us. So
Yeah.
you do not disclose any information outside the company. If, let's say someone asks you to sign an NDA, make sure to read it carefully first, right? so that you would know what are the things that you can share or you cannot share. I've worked with NFL before, with NFL rivals. They asked me to sign an NDA. I've worked with NHL too. I've signed an NDA. So I can only say that I worked with NFL rivals or NHL. And the things that I did
Mm-hmm.
there, I cannot really tell you guys because it's NDA. So that is a good example of me signing an NDA, and I cannot share any information. And
Okay.
it's an some of the like you can use this on your interview if you have a gap on
Yeah.
your work experience. Let's say you did not work for like 1 year, you can just tell them like, hey, I worked with this particular company who let me sign an NDA for like me being there. So it's not an ethical way to say that I didn't work, but it's just something that you can consider, right?
Mm. Yeah, that's a good point. And if you can, bring in your family lawyer to read it with you, just in case you don't understand certain things in that kind of agreement. Even ask a lawyer for help. You know that. I mean, that's also networking right there. Increase your network. So, guys,
Yeah, and then if you're too shy to go outside, touch some grass, ask AI, like ask AI like, hey, what's the content of this NDA?
I
What are the things
suppose.
that I cannot share, right? It's a good start.
I suppose. I mean, balance that with networking.
True,
You want to
true.
also have the human being
But
in there.
when you're building a career, it's really important to grow your network as well. Like James has said, your network is your net worth. So yeah, just sharing that to
It's not
everyone.
everything, but it's definitely,
It's a good start.
yeah. It's for me, honestly, yeah. It's a good. It's not the perfect start. Or also, my experience. You also need to, like the quote I put here. Never give up. Also, you can't depend on your network for everything, right? Also, use your good judgment and your work ethic and your initiative to get there. So, network is good, but it's not perfect, but it's good.
But yeah, you need to surround yourself with good network as well, right? Really depends on the network that
Mm,
you're with. So yeah.
mhm.
So yeah, with last parts is the education. I guess that's okay. I think you just need to add the duration of your education, right? Right there. So University of Benin, how many years were you there? Microverse, how many months or years were you there? Just need to be specific with months and year. But when you're interviewing a person, you don't really look at the education background because most of the time you don't really learn a lot of stuff in school. You actually learn a lot from experiences. So that's why we're highlighting experiences, like either project experiences and work experiences. These are good two separations that you did here as a like project experiences and work experiences. You did good. There are just minor improvements that you can add there to make it better. And but everything here looks good. We hope to see an updated version of this with the feedback that we give you. So yeah, thank you so much. That's it for me. How
The
about you?
profile,
Any?
the summary looks much better than it has all the required.
Yeah,
Not too short, not too long.
I like how he said with a proven track record of optimizing user experiences and performances. That's a good start
Mm,
for a profile. That's a good start as an introduction. So
nice. Everyone see that.
yeah,
He's really brought himself out. Shielded himself more or less. But he's used good words. words that words with impact.
Yeah.
You know,
Like profound words, right?
yeah,
Overall, this is a good resume with like minor touches and effects or minor details that needs to
indeed,
be upgraded, and then that's pretty much it. Yeah. We look
I
forward for
agree.
that improved version that you're saying, Ezzy, honestly. Yeah.
Otherwise, does he have any more? Does he have questions, or anyone else have up to this point?
No questions, I think. Yeah, no questions from everybody. I think we can move on to the other person, which is um
Alcino.
Chino. Yeah, I think he sent a new one below my message.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
An improved one? Or, let me check.
yeah,
Hello, Alcino. How are you?
yeah, it is. It is
Let's
an
see.
improved version of it. Yeah, I remember him. He's one of the person who joined the community management training.
Okay. I can't click on the link he shared,
Yeah,
the link you shared.
yeah, cause he removed the
So,
message. So you can
oh,
check the
okay,
message below mine with the blue
okay.
accent. That's his resume.
Yeah, did you, Alcino, did you improve on the resume, or is this the same one?
This is an improved
Because,
version of it. I think he sent a different one earlier.
okay. Well, at least the font, if you need to improve on your font, the community moderation next to the, in your work experience, next to the BPulse Discord server, um, hmm, okay, at least the community moderation, that those two words need to be the same font format as the Oz B productions. You know, you want to be consistent with your formatting. Uh, yeah, even the bullets are not aligned properly. I can tell there is, they're not quite. You want to work on that, or you can use a different template that doesn't give you so much stress. I can understand these templates are just okay. I don't see your summary. Maybe that you could add that so that it fills out this empty space, this empty blue space. So you can write out a summary there. And on your certifications, again, formatting, community moderation, that one word is block letters, the other one is small letters. You want to keep it
Nice and tight. Yeah, right.
consistent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, with this one as well.
So
What
that's just
type
an
of
overview.
yeah, that's just an overview. But
Uh-huh.
adding onto it below your name, what type of manager are you, right? Are you a finance manager, community manager? Are you a what type of manager are you on this one?
Right.
Yes,
Exactly.
because there are
Your
multiple
title.
managers.
So
Yes.
relevant skills, fluency in English, just write English. Native. That's it. Right.
Yeah.
Enthusiast, is that a skill? No.
It's just being proud of
Mm,
Web3. It's not really a skill that you need to be. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe like trading,
So skills you can. Hmm.
community management,
This
right?
is community
I
So you could put
assume,
communication
yes,
skills.
I assume that this is community
Mm-hmm.
management.
Yeah, so Web3 enthusiast, you don't have to put that in your skill, maybe in your summary or in your cover letter. It's not quite a skill, I would say. So replace that with, let's see, what other things did you do in your experience? Probably, did you do some graphics for your experience? Let's see. Editor, yeah, editing. That can be a replace that with this, put that on the skill. You did graphic design, I can see that, so put that on the skill.
Yeah.
So replace, remove, yeah. So I like the numbers and the wording on your experience. They're good. Maybe add maybe one more bullet on your editor experience so that it's just it's even with the others. 3 bullets instead of one with 3 and the other one with 2 bullets. Mm.
And also the icons as well for the work experiences. It doesn't connect with being a community manager. It either is like aviation, pilot, or being a steward, right? So if you can change the
Oh
icon,
yes,
even remove the icon, right?
yeah, yeah,
Because it
totally.
those are blank
Um,
spaces that you can just add more info to it too. But yeah, and is there
so
anything?
this the second work experience. I mean, it doesn't really rhyme with community moderation, does it? I mean, if you look at the details, edit movies, content editing, that was not part of
Being an
community
editor.
moderation.
Yeah, that can be
No, but
another
this one's for
resume.
movies, unless, yeah, unless this was video editing. So that can be part of community management, kind of.
But
Does it seem a bit off? I don't.
for me, the editor one can be a different resume, right?
Mm,
And then being a community manager, you're not really required to invite people in. Maybe you can add a new position there, telling like outreach manager, and then you can say that you boosted the growth of 7,000 members within the shortest period of time. What is the shortest period of time, right? Like let's say within 2 to 3 months. You what you can do here, you can omit the OZB productions. You can add outreach manager on BPAL's Discord server, and then add all the things that you did as like inviting people in, and then you boosted the growth here. That's a good outreach managing thing that you can add, right?
yeah, I suppose, because the editor experience seems a bit off from, your title, what you're trying to sell, your certifications, right? So yeah, I suppose a different resume for that one. But also the skills he learned in this experience can be applied. I mean, this is basically what Web 2 experience that you would apply to Web 3 graphic design, video editing, content editing. So maybe put that in your cover letter or in your interview where you can apply these skills to community moderation. You can definitely mention this in your cover letter and how it applies to your title right now for Web3, because it definitely relates to community management moderation.
Yeah. I mean, you can do the extra mile and then offer editing as well. And then graphics. That could help out with, well, as a community manager, I make my own graphics. I make my own videos. I share it to everybody. Yeah, you can too. That's a good asset that you can
Yeah,
have.
it's a skill that's recruit. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You can even add that to the relevant skills, right? Yeah.
Yep, definitely apply. Okay, yeah. So the priority is add a summary and definitely work on your relevant skills and your formatting. Yes, I'll see now. Okay, and your title, of course. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
just writing down the things that he needs to improve, like giving feedback, right? And then after that
Oh,
is, yeah, his mobile number, right?
rem- replace that with your time zone. I'll see now. And then your Twitter doesn't have to have the whole link. Just put at, not the whole Twitter link. Okay, I think that's it.
Should be organized. Yeah, those are the feedback that we have so far. There is a huge space on the education history, right? If you bring that up if you bring certifications up a little bit, because there's a blank space, you can just need to make sure that there isn't like enough blank spaces here, and you just need to be consistent with your fonts. I mean, the design is good. I like the
Mm.
design. I like the blue of it. But the main thing that you need to show here is your dedication to the fonts, because you said that you're an editor, so you know you need to showcase that you're actually an editor. You make
Mm,
sure.
next. Ex- Exactly. Contrast, contradiction. I mean, you're saying your experience is content editing, and your resume is a bit You know, you want to be consistent with what you say. Prove what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
That you know. But your
because yeah,
education history, he doesn't have to. He
yep,
doesn't have to bring up the certifications. Maybe you could space out this institution, university, the year of graduation. You can just space that out a little bit, add some space in between, or
yeah, maybe add
if you can.
hmm,
Yeah, but you can just choose a different template if this one doesn't work for you. Okay.
yeah, other than that, those are the only feedback that we have for this one. I really hope that we see an updated version of your resume so that we can check it again, right? To let people know that hey, this is a good example of a resume. And also on Discord as well, when you are um, doing community management or doing community moderation, it's best to have a PFP, not the default Discord PFP, right? It gives more credibility. Like this is this is Mark or this is Annie. The people would know. Just at least any PFP that you prefer, right? And I think that's pretty much it for me. How about you, Annie? We lost you, Annie. But yeah, thank you guys so much for attending the resume review. I really hope that you guys learned a lot from this. And if you haven't passed or submitted your resume, let us know so that we can help you out, improve it, make sure that it looks good. Thank you, and see you guys again next week. All right. Thank you, Annie, for helping me out. Thank you guys for joining, and once again, happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you. See ya.